What is up, guys? It is Ryan here with Bomber Breaks. Tonight we are opening up. We've got 2025 Panini Black football for you guys. I am super excited to rip this product. First time this year opening Panini Black. We are looking for the big rookies like Cam Ward, the running backs like Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, Cam Scadaboo, those kind of guys. Looking on the list for our competitors in the break, we've got Angelo with the Jaguars, Giants, Bengals, Titans. We've got Anthony with his first time in with the New York Jets. We've got Brian S. welcome in with the Bills. Christopher N. welcome in with the Bengals and 49ers. We've got Davis G. with the Falcons. Dejonin N. with the Eagles. Eric M. with the Ravens. We've got Grayson S. with the Cowboys. Welcome into Jaskaran G. with the Dolphins. We've got Jeff H. with the Cardinals, Bears, Broncos, Chiefs, Vikings, Saints, and Commanders. Welcome in John B. He's got the Colts, Patriots, Seahawks, Buccaneers, and the Browns. Welcome into John Y. with the Steelers. We've got Christopher P. with the Panthers. Welcome into Matt P. with the Detroit Lions. Also welcome into Patrick L. with the Chargers. Peter R. with the Rams. Welcome in Sean G. with the Raiders. Stephen E. rounding it out with the Packers and the Texans. All right. Other than that, here we go. Where's my Panini box cutter? As always, good luck. After this, we will be opening on bomberbreaks.com. Then again, use code BOMBER15 at checkout for 15% on any PYT breaks. And again, that is BOMBER15 at checkout for 15% off of any PYT break. We will be shipping all these out Tuesday. We ship here Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and Friday. All right, we've got our packs right here. Other than that, let's get right into it. As always, everybody, good luck. And let's get right into this. Let me focus my camera for you guys. There we go. All right, let's go. Our first pack of Panini Black Football. All right. Our first card, actually, I'm gonna use this to block the view, make it a little more exciting. All right, here we go. Our first card is going to be Jalen Royals. That is 65 out of 99. That is going out to the Kansas City Chiefs. That is going out to Jeff H. Jeff H. with the Jalen Royals. Blue rookie. Jalen Royals. And our next card is going to be Terrence Ferguson. That is a 2-patch auto. That is 146 out of 149. Going out to the Rams. That is going out to Peter R. Peter R. with the very nice Jake Ferguson. Believe he got his first NFL touchdown either this week or last week. Very nice Terrence Ferguson. Our next card is going to be Mr. Jaden Higgins on the auto. That is 85 out of 199. Going out to the Houston Texans. That is going out to the Houston Texans. That is Stephen E. with the Jaden Higgins. Jaden Higgins. Picked up Jaden Higgins on my fantasy team recently because I am a big believer. I'm also a CJ Stroud believer. Moving on to our next card, we are going to have a nasty 3-patch of Omarion Hampton. That is Omarion Hampton going out to the Chargers. That is going out to Peter L. with the very nice Omarion Hampton. That is a trio patch on the Hampton. That is 41 out of 50. Omarion Hampton. And moving on to our last card of the first box, it is going to be a Nick Emenwari. That is going out to the Seahawks. That is going out to the Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. That is John B. with the Nick. He is a cornerback, if I'm not mistaken. Nick Emenwari for the Seahawks. And moving on to our next box of Panini.
So you like using the box as a blocker. That's
I
good.
do, yes. All right. Our first card of the second box is going to be a Kool-Aid McKinstry. That is 34 out of 99 on the Kool-Aid McKinstry. Kool-Aid McKinstry. That is for the Saints. That is going out to Jeff H. And on our next card, we've got a Jalen Milroe. Boom! That is 106 out of 149 on the rookie patch auto. That is going out to the Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks going out to John B. with the Jalen Milroe. Boom! Nice little Bama boy right there. Jalen Milroe. Out of 49. There we go. Nice little quarterback right there. And on our next card, we've got a rookie tight end for the Indianapolis Colts. That is a Tyler Warren. Boom! That is just 3 out of 15 for the Indianapolis Colts. That is going out to John B. once again. Beautiful card right there. Seems like this man just cannot stop scoring touchdowns. Again, that is Tyler Warren. That is just 3 out of 15 on the green autograph. Tyler Warren. And on our next card is going to be a Malik Neighbors. That is a Starlight Materials. That is 30 out of 50 for the New York Football Giants. That is going out to Angelo. Angelo with the nice Malik Neighbors. Just 30 out of 50. Malik Neighbors. And our last card of the box is going to be Danny Stutzman Auto. That is going out to the New Orleans Saints. That is going out to Jeff. Jeff with the Danny Stoutman purple autograph. Going out to the New Orleans Saints. All right, moving on to our last box of the Panini Black 2025 break. Our first card of the box is going to be an Ivan Pace Jr. That is 94 out of 99. Going out to the Minnesota Vikings. That is going out to Jeff. Jeff with the Ivan Pace. And in back-to-back boxes, we've got a Jalen Milroe. Boom! That is just 32 out of 50 going out to the Seattle Seahawks. That is John B. once again. That is a beautiful Jalen Milroe for the Seattle Seahawks. That is 32 out of 50 on the rookie patch auto. Jalen Milroe. Put it back here once again. And our next card is going to be a Colston Loveland. That is 54 out of 99 for the Chicago Bears. Colston Loveland. Going out to the Chicago Bears. That is Chicago Bears. That is going to Jeff H. on the Colston Loveland. That is, again, 54 out of 99. Colston Loveland playing tonight, actually, Monday Night Football. Colston Loveland. There we go. And our next card of the box is Omarion Hampton. That is just 2 out of 10. Boom. That is Omarion Hampton going out to the Chargers. That is going to Patrick L. once again on the Omarion Hampton. That is just 2 out of 10. Omarion Hampton. Omarion Hampton on the 3 patch. And to wrap up our box, we've got for the Raiders a Tyrese Wilson. That is going out to the Raiders. The Raiders, that is Sean G with the Tyrese Wilson.
Nice stuff.
Absolutely. It's 2 Jalen Milroes. Heck yeah.
Marion patches.
Yeah. 2 Omarion.
Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's man.
Oh, yeah. That's just at 2 out of 15.
Nice.
On the Warren. Tyrese Wilson. All right. Let's go over our hits. On our patches, we've got a Malik Neighbors and an Omarion Hampton. That is out of 50. I'll grab the other one while it's back here. This is just 2 out of 10 on this Omarion Hampton. On our numbered base cards, we got a Tyrese Wilson, Ivan Pace, Kool-Aid McKinstry. We've got a Nick Omanwari and a Jalen Royals. On our autographs, we've got a Colston Loveland out of 99. We've got a Danny Stoutsman and a Jaden Higgins for the Texans. And moving on to the back, we've got a Terrence Ferguson for the Rams. We've got a beautiful Tyler Warren. That is just 3 out of 15 on the green Warren autograph. And to wrap up the box, we've got not 1, but 2 Jalen Milroes for the Seattle Seahawks. This one is 32 out of 50, and this one is 106 out of 149. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will be moving over to Bomber Breaks on YouTube for you eBay friends. And other than that, thank you guys so much. Have a great night.